Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for choosing our show. Ladies and gentlemen, political realignments are really taking place. There are a lot of undertones here and there. One man is being spoken about here, Raila Amolo Odinga, is being spoken about because his move in the forthcoming election will leave a ripple effect in the political scene, especially in Nyanza. It is being said that today, Raila is the shaky pillar, the delicate pillar that William Ruto is holding onto. And even the Rigathi Gachagua, the greatest nemesis to William Ruto, is saying that if Raila pulls away, then William Ruto ataanguka tu. And there are a lot of questions. Is Raila going to contest in 2027? Is he going to support Ruto? Or can he cross over and just endorse one of the opposition leaders so that he's a kingmaker? But his move, as I've said, will really leave behind a ripple effect. Now, one of the things that is being spoken about is the vacuum that he will leave in Nyanza. And already, people are beginning to line up. You saw the kind of fight that began when Raila announced that he was going to seek for the AU seat. Several names lined up to take over ODM, others to take over the Luo Nyanza. Now, talking of Luo Nyanza, Babu Owino is one person who's really causing jitters along the political corridors. Not only in Nyanza, but even at the national politics, he's being spoken about. The other day, you heard Museveni say that he consumes a lot of intelligence, and Babu Owino's name features. Over the past 1 week, two things happened that were very crucial and very prominent in Babu's life. One part of the Luo Council of Elders appeared to have given Babu blessings when he spoke in Luo and said that Babu Owino is like a lion and that people should look at him. In a way, people interpreted those as being endorsed as the next kingpin. Then just to corroborate, Raila Odinga really got vexed when youths who had welcomed and received well Babu Owino heckled him. Anytime Babu Owino goes, the kind of reception is just massive, whether in town or in the rural suburb.
Haya, vijana ra, wazee tidi, wazee tianala, warembo wamama mme.
But supporters of Raila Amolo Odinga feel that Babu needs to find shelter under Raila's shadow until Raila leaves. But those who support Babu Owino say Raila doesn't seem to like Babu Owino and he does not want him because Babu Owino is a rising star, and they say that Raila does not want him for reasons that only Raila knows. So, ladies and gentlemen, recently, Maverick Aoko, who is very, synonymous with very alarming kind of news and information, said something that shocked the supporters of Babu Owino. And Maverick Aoko is now alleging that there is a clandestine plan by the DCI to eliminate Babu Owino. And her reasons is because of the forthcoming Nairobi gubernatorial race that seems to be very tight. And I want us to go straight to what Maverick Aoko is saying. So Maverick Aoko took to her X handle, and she's got a very short but explosive message. And this is what she's saying. She's saying, hey, maiye Nyasaye, wacha tu nicheke, because Ruto akiguza huyu kiawa. Let's just stick to Ruto akiguza huyu. Kiawa simply means I don't know what will happen. Maiye Nyasaye simply means oh God. So in a nutshell, this is what Maverick is saying. Maverick is saying ha. Oh God, ama Mungu wangu, wacha tu nicheke, because Ruto akiguza huyu sijui. That is the simplest interpretation that I can do. And then she goes ahead to say there's something she puts here like evidence, GLCST, GODs, what here, then all those, and then says red flags and active state sanctioned hit issued against Paul Ongili, also known as His Excellency Babu Owino, over Nairobi gubernatorial ambition, UK and US. All those initials, I don't know. The information that Maverick Aoko is giving is a very short one, can be dismissed, but it is very explosive and very alarming. The question is, why would Maverick Aoko give us that information? And what I want to look at is, even if Babu Owino's life is not at risk, what are some of the quarters that would be very happy if Babu Owino was not in the political scene? That is exactly what I want us to look at, because I don't know, this is very alarming. It only requires investigative officers to do this. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, like and share our videos. Ladies and gentlemen, Maverick Aoko is fond of giving such explosive, alarming information. This is just but one of them. And if there is something that I must agree with Maverick, is that Babu Owino needs to be very careful. Politics is not a church game. Politics is dirty. And if we were to count what deaths that were suspected to be politically motivated, starting from all the way from J.M. Kariuki, P. Ogama Pinto, Tom Mboya, we would talk of OOKO, we would talk of, there are very many of them. We could talk of Gen Zs who are being killed now because of political reasons. We would talk of, if we would mention, and we would not even complete the list. And therefore, it is really paramount for Babu Owino to be careful. And why am I saying that Babu should be careful? Number one, what could be the risk emanating from? One, Babu Owino has declared that he is going to be a candidate for the Nairobi gubernatorial position. The Nairobi gubernatorial position is the fourth in command when people are on a negotiating table, pre-election pact. They begin with the president, the deputy, and then closely the minister, the chief minister that is now held by Musalia Mudavadi. Then after that, the next that comes in is the Nairobi gubernatorial position. Not only because it is just a prestigious position by name or on paper, there is a lot of revenue collected in Nairobi, and there are a lot of interest. Stakes are high. Rigathi Gachagua is said to have set his eyes in the position not because he's going to contest, but he wants his person to be elected. It is widely expected that in the event that Rigathi will not contest in 2027, he's going to demand for the position of Nairobi gubernatorial position to be left to him. It is also expected that in the event that Raila supports Ruto, if Ruto will not give them the position of a deputy president, then they would cling onto the Nairobi gubernatorial position. But owing to the fact that recently we saw Tim Wanyonyi being forced to go and try his hand to settle it out with Didmas Baraza in Bungoma, it raised eyebrows, and the conclusion was made by those who are looking at politics that maybe Raila and Ruto are planning to support Johnson Sakaja. So the stakes are high, as I said. So the number one source of threat to Babu Owino is the interest in the gubernatorial position. And he really needs to be very careful because interest is high, and there are people who look at him as a threat because he has declared Sakaja one term like his boss William Ruto. Babu enjoys support from different quarters, different tribes. So that is number one. Number two, even his seat that he's serving now as the Embakasi East Member of Parliament is very precarious. In the last election, an IEBC official died. There were a lot of rumors that maybe that person might have taken some money to announce Babu's opponent, and when he could not, because Babu alisimama ngangari. Rumors that cannot be proved. You cannot stand in a court of justice, but these are street politics. Some people thought the opponent killed that IBC official. There were accusations and counter-accusations, with the Babu saying, with the Babu's opponent saying that it could be Babu who eliminated him. And Babu was asking, how could I eliminate someone, yet I was pronounced the winner? The person who could have eliminated him is the person who lost. So even in that Embakasi East constituency, it's not very safe. So he needs to be very careful. Then you go back to Luo Nyanza. There are people who look at him as a threat because of the succession politics. They feel that if Raila is going to hang the boots, then Babu Owino has been chosen. There are people telling, we love you, go and reconcile with Raila. There are people who are telling Raila, hold you kijana mkono. But where I come from, there's a saying, telo ikao, telo okmingato. It simply means power is grabbed. You don't wait for it. You know the character of Raila, the character of Gachagua, the character of Ruto. The Luo Nyanza will resonate well with them because they believe in people who are combative, sort of. Because they believe you have to grab power. That is why when Babu Owino goes somewhere and he says Ria Tialala, people resonate with it. So those are the areas that I really feel could be a source of threat. Even if you leave alone the possibility of taking over from Raila Amolo Odinga, Babu Owino can contest as a governor. If you leave alone Nairobi, I think he can do it in Kisumu. He can do it in Siaya. I believe he can do it. Just like Kidero became the first governor of Nairobi, and then he went back to Homa Bay. Of course, the powers that be there, the controlling powers in Nyanza, gave Nyawangaya, Gladys Wanga, direct ticket. So there is that threat that Babu Owino is just an emerging figure, and there's nothing you can do about it. He's like a river. You know, they say you cannot stop a river that is flowing, or you can't stop an idea whose time has come. So when Maverick Aoko talks about DCI, I don't want to get there. But then he needs to be very, very careful. The prevailing circumstances really corroborates Maverick's position. People are dying aimlessly. And we have a government that has been accused of using extrajudicial, procedures to settle scores. So, as I've told you, we've got historic evidence that they're politically motivated eliminations. So Babu must be very careful. For Maverick, I don't know. She has talked. She has given her, her opinion. It is upon Babu to be very careful so that whatever he does, he knows that there could be consequences. And I don't know what you think, but I decided to analyze the risk factor rather than getting into the possibility of being eliminated by the DCI. Of course, we know that Rigathi Gachagua has always told us that there are Subarus. We saw them during Sabasaba with policemen or a hit squad that is ready to take away your life, to take the last breath. They don't care. They don't care whether you are a boy, a girl, you are young or old. They shoot. And with that kind of fear, then you could say that Babu must be very careful. He's a lawyer representing victims. He's gaining popularity. People are saying Sakaja must go. In Nyanza, they say Babu Tosha. I mean, this is a man that you'll be very, very careful. I don't know what you think. What do you make of Maverick Aoko's kind of caution, if I have to call it so? It's very precarious, but that is the political situation. Kindly share with me your opinion on the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and like it.